Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be showing you how to build a chorus fruit farm. This is the chorus fruit farm right here. So it does use quite a bit of redstone, but it's kind of my own design because I kind of wanted to design my own so to get one off the internet. Because I thought it'd be quite fun to design one. It did take quite a bit of time because it's kind of annoying getting all the timings and everything, but I think it works really well. It's probably not the most efficient design, but it's a really nice design, and it's really simple too. So all it does is it pretty much just uses the method of shooting these flowers. So you can only break them really if you use your fist or you shoot them with an arrow. So I've used a dispenser to shoot them with an arrow, so you can still get the chorus flower back. And also I've got the chorus fruit that will be broken by these pistons. Now I've done a double piston extender because if you have a block too close to it, it won't really grow. So that's why I use a double piston extender, so you can actually break it better, or break it properly. And then I've got a timer here which will tell me when to shoot the arrows and everything like that. So I'm going to show you, also you sit on a rail, so you go on a minecart, you go back and forward. You're sitting there just placing it back in. You won't be placing the hopper because you'll be facing over here. And then the hoppers will collect all the drops. But then any drops here will be collected by you, the player. Now you're probably wondering if you don't have enough chorus fruit. See, I have thought of that, but the pistons will move most of these chorus plants into your inventory anyway. So you should be fine. There might be some that will get collected, but you probably won't be using this for too long. So if you have like maybe a stack here or something like that, or you can even get a dropper that drops some here or something like that. So if I get a dropper here, so after a while it will start dropping. See how far that goes. Even though most of the time it just gets collected by the hopper. So you could have something like this, but it's really not needed that much. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. So I'll show you what it looks like in the minecart because I might as well. Too many minecarts. Yikes. And that's in. Let's move across. So I'll be placing it across this like this. Not like this, it's too high, sorry. So I'll put my fist properly in this time. So which one is this one? So then we get back. So I'll face it exactly like this onto that block there. And I'll place all the chorus fruit in perfectly. So yeah, this is fine. Actually, I think I might want to move this across here. Yeah. Kind of still designing it a bit, but if I get some glass. Right. I feel like I've forgotten where stuff is. So if I get some glass, you can still open the chest. Perfect, you should be able to get that now. I didn't actually notice that was a problem. Don't know why that happens too. I might have to turn this into like more of a ramp in a way. This should work. Then that goes up, so I'll just place a section here. There we go, that's better. So here's the design. Sorry about the inconvenience, but here is the design right here. So I'm going to show you how to build this one. So I'm going to build only one pod of this because I don't like placing this glass, it's just really annoying. And then I'll show you this small circuit here. I'll also show one of these circuits here and how I've evened it out like this with all the redstone, just to save some redstone circuits, as I don't want to use too much. Even though I have used quite a lot here, I still don't want to use too much. And it's just a redstone line going across here with a repeater at the very end. And then I'll show you how many items you put in each of the clocks. As you can see, that was it processing. So you saw the arrows go down and shoot it. You do get 2 arrows. It's because of the way the observer works. I'm not going to change that because I quite like it. But it doesn't really affect the amount of arrows, as you pretty much have tons of arrows in here anyway. And you can always link it up to a hopper. So I'll show you how to make this now. This sort of setup over here. So I did the class off camera just because of how annoying it is. It's just I don't think it would be interesting to just watch me place glass. So I've added the glass like this. So it's the glass panes. So you know, normal glass pane. It's just going up across here. 5 up. So make sure it's 5 up. Don't make it any higher. There's no point in doing it higher. And don't make it any lower, otherwise it will decrease the rates. So now also I've had put some hoppers in as well. So they're just hoppers going in this direction over here. They're going all the way around and they'll end at this area here. So it will be pointing into this hopper. And then also just some end stone. So now I'm going to get my block. So I'm going to place a temp block over here. Then I'm going to place another one here. Place a dispenser up here. Then some smooth stone. Not there actually. I think it will look nicer here. Then we'll put some redstone dust. We'll put a repeater. Then a block. Then a observer. And have it like this. So now we're going to put some observers up here. So let me just get a nice sort of setup. So now what I'd like to do is I can just place them across here. And you should see this sort of thing here. Now I think I placed this a bit too... Is this too high? Oh no, I've missed a section. There, you need to place it like that. Actually, I'm going to increase this to 1 height. There we go, that's better. And there's no point in doing too much. So now the observer goes up here. I'll replace that. So we'll have a setup a bit like this. Oops, don't worry. So you will hear that a few times. Just place those all in. Now put your block here, place the observer there, and then some redstone dust here. That will trigger that again. Now fill this with arrows. If you're making this design bigger, then make another area like this. So just repeat this bit here with all this glass and everything, and then just make a line across here, and just keep going across with the dispenser. Keep going across like that. So now I'm going to show you how to make the double piston extender. Just a quick message to all my viewers that only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed. So, you know, why not consider subscribing? It's free and you can always unsubscribe if you're unsatisfied, but I doubt you will because, you know, I could be uploading videos on loads of different farms. And maybe even fun farms, so like expensive farms, or even just interesting TNT farms, and stuff like that. And this could inspire you to build some of these and take on a new project in your like survival world, or even on a server. You could be playing on a server with your friends, and you want to kind of show off your skills, so you build one of the farms, and you know, your friends might think it's quite cool how they work or something like that. I know it's a weird example, but you know, I couldn't think of anything else, so why not? Now I'm going to show you how to make the double piston extender. So we're going to place a block here, and then we're going to need to get our block here, and we'll be having a block that goes into here, and also we'll have some repeaters like this. Now put this on 4 ticks, both of them. Now this is going to go across all the way over here. You can always switch this out with redstone, but if you want to make it easier, just do repeaters. But if you want to make it cheaper, alternate, like that. So now we're going to be making the double piston extender. So first we need to place that outlier like that. Here. Placing the pistons across here. Redstone here. And putting that like that. So now this should work. Alright, oh yeah, you need the observer here. Perfect. So now if I place a block here, you'll see it work. So that should work like that. It will break the chorus plant, which is what you want to happen, because then you'll get the chorus fruit, which is what you want. So now I'm going to be building this clock system, and I'll show you how many blocks you need to put in each one, because that can get a bit of numbers in a way. So numbers can be quite confusing if you don't really know how many of each thing you need to put in. We're going to be making the clock, so place your hoppers like this, perfectly like this. Now I'll get your comparator. We'll get 2 comparators, make sure they're 2. Place some blocks across here, don't mess around with that. Now redstone dust. Now a sticky piston, like this. You need 2 of them, and a redstone block. So this is the first clock. So now we're going to get a redstone comparator again. Then we can place a redstone comparator again. We're making the same clock. And we can place in a redstone block like that. So here's your 2 clocks right here. So now we're going to put the items in. So in this first one, we can just put 2 items. Alright, I'll just turn this off. Yeah, you might get that. So now we're going to put the items in here. So we're going to fill this to the top. And if you want to turn it off, which you definitely will, because this can lag. If you have loads of redstone contraptions on at the same time, it causes tons and tons of lag. So you definitely don't want that. And then just make sure that's perfect like that. So this is the clock system, and this is pretty much done. Now we just need to get some rails. Place some rails across here. So you can place them like this. Make sure you have a gap between there at the end one. And then when you get to the other end, you place this system here. So where the rail is upwards. So you can actually go back, because for some reason when I go back and forward, it doesn't really work that well, which is kind of annoying. So now this is pretty much finished. So yeah, this is, I'll show you a simple tutorial on how to use it then. So if I get into the minecart, okay, so make sure I'm aiming at that block here. You won't always place it in. It's kind of a bit random, but you will place them all in at the end. And you'll just keep going across like this. And then when this clock is finished, all these will be broken. You get the chorus flower again. Well, you should do anyway. You'll get most of them. But if you want to make sure that you can get all of them, then instead of just having this chest here, you can always link it up to the dispenser. So you could have like a storage system, and then link it up to a dropper. Actually, would be better. And then drop the items in front of here so the player can collect them, and then you'll be able to pick them up, and it will kind of like make a completely renewable source. Even though I don't really want to do that, because I don't think I'll be using this too much, as I don't really see too much use in getting chorus fruit other than like teleporting into someone's base or something like that. Yeah, because that's quite fun, I'd say. Like you can pretty much do that on servers where you can just teleport into places that you're not supposed to be. So that's why I quite like chorus fruit. But that's pretty much the only use for it, is for that. And I think that's quite fun, really. You can also smelt it and get the purple block, or whatever it is. I think that's what it's called. No, if it's not, then that's kind of a weird word that I've made up. But anyway, if it's that, then that's pretty good. So I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe if you want to. I don't mind too much, because I pretty much just do this for fun anyway. But I'll see you in the next video, or if I see you then anyway. See ya.